and welcome to the Bouncy Couch. Today we're going to be looking at ARK on phone. I know, I just said it. ARK Survival Evolved is going to be on phone. So we're going to be sort of looking at how good it's going to be, its cost. Well, it does say it's free, but we're going to be looking more into the sort of free aspect later. Its animation and its gameplay. So I'm just going to show you the trailer as I can. Just sort of give you a little hint. So yes, it is very similar to the ARK we know. Should have exactly the same dinos, and it'll probably have the bosses, as we can see in a blisk in the background, which is where you spawn bosses on, and why else would you have them? So yeah, you can see a base building's gonna be pretty amazing. One of the same. This game, when released anytime this spring, that's what the thing says anyway, will be amazing. It'll probably overtake Fortnite in the App Store, and yeah, get ready for a surprise. Yeah, so I mean, it looks a lot like the ARK we know. Yeah, small little animation difference. Like, things aren't as well defined. Like here, we're just going to be comparing that bit to the real trailer later. Hope you enjoy this video. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to look at is animation. So you'd see that the ARK animation for computer is pretty amazing. It's a very well animated game, as it's made on Unreal Engine, and most games are. So let's look at some comparisons between the iPad and computer. So here's the computer, and here's the mobile version. Alright guys, let's do some zooming in on the picture. Alright guys, so the first thing we notice is, yeah, they're different colours. So ARK Survival Evolved does have lots of different sort of T-Rexes, well, skins, but I haven't actually seen one as green as the one we're seeing currently. So if you look carefully at the destruction of the building as well, you see, well, the mobile one, it just goes up in smoke, while in the ARK one, it has a sort of detailed crack apart. So obviously we can see two differences there. Now, in a second we're going to zoom in on some details. So as you can see, the mobile one, just to the right of me, looks a bit more flat and less 3D, whereas the console or computer one looks a bit more 3D. So the next thing is the sort of building, and yeah, this looks really good. Though if we have a little look at the scenery, again, everything looks a little bit lighter than the actual game on computer, but you know what, this is mobile. We can give it a bit of leeway for its animation. Alright, so the next thing we're going to look at is its price. So ARK starts it off at a nice £30, and when everyone literally bought it, it got raised to £50, which is quite a bit. But here is something that might amaze you. For some reason, the mobile version is going to be free. So let's look into that a bit. So yes, everywhere is saying it's free to play. And that sounds amazing, but let me explain a bit more into it.
Alright guys.
Once upon a time, people sat in their bed playing Geometry Dash. Now, this will probably never happen again, as some clever companies have actually taken the initiative and to put their amazing games onto mobile. So clever studio Wildcard decided that ARK really needed to be put on mobile. So that's what they're doing. I mean, it's meant to be in this spring, so yeah, get ready. So So back to its price, guys. So on the ARK webpage, it does say it's going to be free. But then it does also go on to explain that players can buy buffs to make their gameplay easier and make it faster running. And there's also some kind of way you can resurrect dinosaurs from the dead. So that actually sounds pretty awesome. But like the question is it going to be some kind of in-game currency, or is it going to be sort of a paid sort of thing? So go and visit ARK's mobile page. Also, another reason why they're doing it is obviously for promotion. Because, for example, if you really enjoy the game on the iPad, then you would probably buy the game on your computer or console, because you just find it so fun and you actually want the proper game. So that is another reason why ARK would do that. They might also just want to satisfy ARK fans, because in a way, if you can play this game while you're on holiday, or you can play it, for example, when you're waiting for the tube, then it will get a lot more players actually playing it. So the next thing we're going to look at is the gameplay. So ARK is generally quite a hard game, and playing any game or any first-person shooter on an iPad is generally quite hard as well. So I'm guessing the two won't really mix. Anyway, we'll see about that when the game actually comes out and how difficult it's actually going to be. I mean, it'll probably be alright until you get to the gun stage, because then you really need to aim, and trying to aim at a moving object, because you've probably seen me playing PUBG on my iPad, is actually pretty difficult. Also, like, with a long neck rifle, I can't even hit a parasaur at point blank range. So I just think they might need to put some kind of auto lock on to make it a bit easier for the players. So far, only one proper gameplay of the ARK mobile version has actually come out yet. Because they did send some copies out to people, so they could play them. So I'll just put that link in the description, and it actually looked pretty good. Though they couldn't actually survive any more than 6 minutes without being killed by a mega piranha. But I suppose it might have just been their first try. So it looked pretty good, but obviously it was still in beta, so the real game might be a bit different. So one thing ARK actually was thinking of doing was actually making a Bluetooth controller that you can connect with your iPad to play it, so that might make it a bit easier, I suppose. But they said that they might do it when the full game actually comes out. So a few crucial things that you might want to know. Number one, there will probably only be the island as a map. They weren't talking anything about adding in more maps. Another thing is that you sadly can't play with other players on other platforms like PC and Xbox and PS4. So sadly you can't play with your friends. Now the next thing is there will be the exact same dinos. I don't think any dinos will be edited out. And the last thing is that they haven't actually been talking about adding any DLCs in. So like Aberration and such.